Hey y'all. So I really should be sleeping right now, but I can't go to sleep. So I'm up and I'm making something to eat. And I wanted to make this video because I'm still in my same clothes. I just no sense in me trying to change or anything. Y'all know me. I'm me. Hey. But I wanted to make this video because I want to talk about modeling and about quality work. And what I've discovered is that so far in this business, I started modeling real early, like when I was in, well, not real early. Well, when I was little, I modeled, I guess you could say, or sang or whatever. But I never had like a real passion to really do it, I didn't really know about it, wasn't that aware about it. But when I got into high school, I think my sophomore year is when I discovered the modeling and me wanting to do it and all this stuff and everything else. And I was instantly drawn to, I'm gonna be famous, and I'm gonna go to all around the world, and everyone's gonna know my name, fame, fortune, money, cars, clothes, all these things, right? Hot guys, woo, hot guys. But then I discovered, as I really got into it and I got to the business side of it, that it is a business. They don't care if you don't have food, or if you don't have, if you don't have your basic necessities. If you can't do the jobs, you just don't, you won't do the job, And right now I'm going through a situation where a lot of the work that I've done, when I found it, it wasn't quality. And it really upset me because I poured my heart and soul into going to these auditions, and to making sure I'm there on time, and to practices. I didn't even have any gas money to get to these auditions. I didn't even have any gas money to get these photo shoots, but by the grace of God, I was able, to get there on an empty tank. I'm literally, my needle is on empty, driving around, trying to get to these photo shoots and everything, because, I want to not only keep my word about being there, but I also want to, I want to elevate my portfolio, or upgrade my portfolio. And that's the thing that a lot of people will say. Well, a lot of photographers will say, hey, let's do this photo shoot, and it's a time, I think it's called a TFP, time for photos, or something like that, and where it's just an exchange for photos. And in other words, he takes the photos for free, and you're the model, and you get the photos for free. But my thing is, okay, that's nice. You have some upgraded photos, but what's the point in having photos that don't help you get out of your situation? So yeah, you might have one or two nice photos from that whole shoot, or maybe you won't have any quality photos. Because sometimes I did the T for F, or the TFP photo shoots or whatever, with the freelance work, and I didn't come out with any photos. All he did was get practice off of me. And I still didn't have any gas in my car. I still didn't get to eat that day. I still had to make money to pay my bills and all this stuff, and it was ridiculous. Why, excuse me, why am I going to put my heart and soul into something when it's not helping me get out of my situation? And it just really frustrated me, because then the one times that I do get an opportunity, they don't want to pay me. And they can't even give me, something to eat, and I don't have any gas money and to get to these places and do these things. And it just really bothers me, because God gave me a gift of quality. I may not look like quality now, but God gave me a gift of quality, and he gave me, when I walk into a room, it's just that thing that God gave me that just attracts people. And definitely not even just myself, but somewhere in my life, I was born to be a supermodel. And whenever I go out, people are just like, oh, you model? Wow, you look like so-and-so, and you're supermodel material. What are you doing here? You should be in New York. Are you from Paris? Yeah, I got that, I got that a couple times, actually. Are you from Paris? You don't dress like you're from here. You should be modeling in Paris, and things of that nature. And it's like, it frustrates me, because I really, the modeling thing is not for my glory. It's not because I just feel like, oh, people need to take pictures of me and look at me. No, I don't feel that way. People look at me regardless. I could be wearing a trash bag on my head, and people are still going to talk about me. I could be wearing holy clothes and people are still going to talk about me. It don't matter. People are still going to talk about me. But it mostly is for my family, because it's a good way for me to not have to compromise my values. For a lot of women, young women, to not have to compromise their values, and just to model, wear clothes. Models wear clothes. The whole purpose is to sell the clothes, sell the purse, sell the watch, sell whatever, the makeup, whatever it is. That's the whole purpose, to sell the clothes, not sell your body. And to help my family, because my family has done a lot for me. Granted, I don't connect with them. It wasn't put in my spirit to connect with them on that deeper level the way I can with my God family, or some of the other families that I've been placed in, that God has placed me in. But I love them regardless, and they are my mother's family, and no matter what, I'm always gonna love them. But it just to help my family. And when I go to these auditions and they say things like, oh, it's a $10 entry fee and then you get exposure, I get exposure in the Raleigh area. I get exposure in this small little circle, and that's it. That's all I get. After the exposure is over, after my 15 seconds on the stage, because that's really what it amounted to, what else is there? I still need money. I still need to pay my bills, or I still need to help my grandma. I still need to, do all these other things. I still need gas in my car. And it's like, really? I mean, I produce quality. I don't want my name on nothing tacky and a hot mess. That's another reason why in February I did a show for a little girl sweet 16, a teenager sweet 16 birthday party. She's not a little girl, she's a young lady. And, I was all excited about it and everything. I poured my heart and soul into that fashion show. I made sure I was there on time as much as I could be, and I even felt bad when I showed up like 5 minutes late, just because I like to be on time and I want to make sure that they believe I was quality. I went above and beyond to, really, really make the show good. And then at the end of it, it didn't matter, because none of them wanted to make the show good. None of them really wanted to make the show like stand out and be awesome. And then not only that, I didn't get paid for it. I didn't get to keep any of the garments, of course. I didn't get any food, and like he didn't, there wasn't any food provided at the rehearsals or anything like that, or any special treats of that nature, and these rehearsals were long rehearsals. It wasn't like, a 1 hour thing and then they were long rehearsals. And it was like consistent, and we had to, be consistent with it. And now I can't even get my photos. Like it's February, it's June now. I should have had my photos like after the first week, and I still don't have them. So that lesson taught me that A, business is business. B, contracts for everything. And C, not everybody is your friend. People are gonna smile in your face and say this and that and third, but a lot of people are jealous of me. And that's just how it is. I may not even have, I'm just me. I'm a regular person. I have my clothes on my back, my food, food in my body, and I'm just me. I'm not anyone special. I'm just a regular person. But through Christ Jesus, I'm someone special. But without Christ, I'm nobody. But people are jealous of me. And sometimes they're jealous, and they'll be jealous of you too. If you have any kind of, quality about you that they really want, or that they really vibe with or attract to, they'll be jealous of you too. And they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to put you in a quality show, and they don't want to tell you about the best of everything, or the best designers or fashion shows or whatever. They don't want to help you get to the next level, because they know that they're not to the next level. They know that's where they want to be. They know that if they tell you, then you might get all the attention, all the spotlight, and they just can't be happy for you. They just have to, be selfish about it. So that's another reason why I don't have any friends, like a lot of friends. I've cut them out, I've limited them, because they're not like me. I used to be selfish. I used to think about me all the time. If it's not my way, it's the highway. You don't like what I say, then get gone. I used to be like that all the time. And I noticed that when good opportunities did come around, nobody wanted to use me. Nobody wanted to work with me, because I had a bad attitude. And, things always fell apart everywhere around me because I had a bad attitude. And I wasn't humble, and I wasn't trying to be a better person, you know? Modeling is for the strong at heart, another thing. You cannot go in there with your feelings on your, wearing your heart on your sleeve or your feelings on your sleeve, because they're going to rip you apart. I don't know how many times I walked up and down that runway thinking I had it like that, you know, thinking I was good. And then someone said, oh, something's wrong with you, blah, blah. The other thing is that those who judge you, or those who tell you that your walk isn't good, well, those are the ones that have money. And the only reason why they can judge you is because they're in a position where they have the power over the situation. They're in a position where they have the money and the funds, so, and you need those funds, so of course they're going to tell you how they want things done. But walking is walking. You know, when you actually look at an actual modeling fashion show runway, those women are walking. They're not doing, you know, nothing special, nothing cool. They ain't doing no flips or twirling around or flying across the stage. They're just walking. But the difference between, like, me walking and them walking is that people know who they are. And they're getting paid to walk on the runway. Whereas me, no one knows who I am, and I'm walking on a runway wearing a designer's clothes, but no one knows who I am. And I'm not getting paid. So I just tell, you know, I made this video because I was so frustrated with just everything, you know, and I can sing. I do have the supermodel mentality and body, and I can pull out the shots. If you need me to pull out, you know, Magnificent, give me a reason to pull out Magnificent, because I can get it done. But I'm also I enjoy quality. And a lot of people in North Carolina, they don't do quality. And it's just sad, because not only can I help myself, but I can help whoever's on my team get to where we need to be. But because no one either wants, people are jealous of me, or because no one has the funds to back me, or whatever the situation may be, you know, no one supports me, it's hard to get off the ground when people are trying to step on your neck. And it's hard to get off the ground when people are trying to, you know, keep kicking you down and telling you that, you know, oh, what are you doing with your life? Or why don't you have a husband? Or blah, blah, blah. Or why aren't you doing something? Excuse me, why aren't you in school or whatever? You know, like, I already graduated. I have my bachelor's degree. I have my car. I mean, I have a car that I drive. My car got in an accident. So, and after that, I kind of just got discouraged, because I was first of all, I was so scared out of my mind that if that car, the other car, would have hit me any closer, I would have died. And it was only by God's grace and mercy that I'm still alive. And then all the rest of it just fell downhill from there. But I just want to say that quality. I am a lady of quality. I am not going to put my name on nothing tacky and hot mess. And the thing about it is that to have quality, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. And that's one of the things I had to really learn and really focus on, and really just ask God to deal in me or with me, is that because I want quality right now. I want to meet a quality photographer right now. But in order to have quality, I have to have quality money, which is to pay them. And because I don't have that right now, I won't get it. But I also learned that I'm just going to start paying photographers to do, you know, to produce the images that I feel that God, the other thing is that God sends me images of. I'm going to start paying to have photographers for quality, because that's another thing that is. I've been, you know, sometimes when I'm bored, I sit around and I do, you know, I help up and coming photographers just because I don't have anything else to do, and it gives me time to practice. And me, I'm always trying to look for, you know, to be productive. I'm always trying to keep myself productive as possible. So when I'm sitting around, I'll be reading. You know, when I'm waiting, I'll be writing, or whatever the situation is, because I like to keep my mind active and productive. But I just had to make this video about modeling, because it just is so frustrating that I really see myself on the runways in Paris, and I see myself in New York Fashion Week, and I see myself doing big and great things, and then here I am sitting here, you know. And whenever I go to these like local auditions for stuff, it's like, really? This is what I'm up against? And then sometimes, even in those situations, I don't get picked. And it's like, of course you're not going to pick me because I'll outshine everybody. And I'm not saying that to be conceited. I'm saying that because God gave me the gift. Gave me a beautiful gift. Not only of beauty, but of intelligence and grace and poise. And people in North Carolina, they're not used to that. So of course if I were to go to New York, I fit right in because I just have the model figure, you know. And that's another thing is, everybody wants big booty girls, you know, and everybody wants, you know, big booty, big breasted girls and to be in their music videos and stuff. Okay, if that's the kind of market you want to market yourself in, that's fine. And you know, all those girls who have big booties and big breasts, that's fine. But I'm for quality, high fashion. I don't want to be labeled as, you know, that video girl or whatever. No, no. I am a model, and I am a quality model. I'll wait. I'll wait before I put my name on anything, you know, because I'd rather wait and have the best photos in the world that people can just be like, wow, that's so awesome, than for me to do a series of mediocre photos that people are like, oh, that's cute, and then they dismiss. I want, when I talk about greatness through Christ, I want every photo I do to be great. I want every fashion show, commercial, whatever experience to be wonderful. Every time my face is on a billboard or in a magazine, I want people to look at that and say, wow, that's greatness. Wow, look at her. Wow, she's stunning. I want them to question why they feel I'm so stunning. And then when they question, they'll see that it's because of God, not me, because God gave me the ability to be stunning. Another thing is, I'm not afraid to be beautiful. And I'm not scared of have people challenge my beauty and to say like, oh, you're conceited, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not conceited. I'm sorry that you have low self-esteem and you feel like by attacking me and telling me that I'm this and that and the third, and I think I'm conceited and arrogant and blah, blah, and I shouldn't talk about myself, and I shouldn't be happy that God finally lifted me up out of the dirt and told me I was worth something. I'm sorry that you don't have confidence in yourself, and maybe you need to seek God and ask for some, because that's what I had to do. My face was in the dirt. No one cared about me. People stepped on me and spit on me, called me all kinds of hateful names, and it was only God that through the Holy Spirit sent somebody to lift me up out of the ground and tell me I was beautiful. So when I talk about my beauty, when I talk about how far I've come, I'm actually praising God, because I'm thanking God for lifting me up out of the dirt and telling me that I'm worth something, that I am beautiful, that He created me wonderful just the way that I am. And you know, if you don't like it, you can go away. You can go away, because I'm not going to change. I'm not going to stop praising God, and I'm not going to be silenced about this issue either. But when you go away, if you go away with love. And I love you, even if you get on my nerves. Those of you who get on my nerves, I love you. Doesn't matter who you are. And be safe. All right?